Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. No matter how handsome you think you are, some woman thinks you're ugly. Look, man, and this is in a way connected with the sit-down video I did. And it's kind of funny how I would do that, but I said, you know what, I gotta really talk about that, because some guys be thinking, yeah, if I do this looks maxing, if I get all this, I'll get some women. Yeah, you might get something, but you ain't gonna get every woman. You ain't gonna get every woman, because I don't care who you are. I don't care what the consensus is. Some woman ain't gonna think you're attractive. I'll throw out that name, Jeremy Meeks. Like, a lot of women were thinking how attractive he was, how gorgeous he was, the hot felon and stuff. Yet I seen some women online, they were like, ugh. They were like, ugh. See, first of all, contrary to popular belief, looks are not, let me jump out here. Looks are not objective. Just because you may look good to one woman don't mean you're going to look good to every woman. There's plenty of women out here. They'll see a guy and some of them will say, yeah, he handsome, he fine. And some other women like, who are they talking about? That's just the thing. And I mean, that's just life, period. Like, even the other day, there was a content creator. I saw a reel where he was talking about, like, some women considered generally beautiful. Now, he called this one woman I consider very beautiful. I ain't gonna call her name. He said she was like a 6.5. I was like, her? Shit, she fine as shit. Need to eat some cheeseburgers, but she got a pretty ass face. Because even with you're seen as handsome, all women, if they use those number system, they all ain't gonna say the same thing. And see, here's the funny thing, because you get some guys thinking, well, if you just handsome, you just handsome. But see, here's the thing with it. Invariably, the one woman that you want ain't gonna be pressed about it. And it's kind of connected with what I was saying on my sit-down video today. You need more than looks to get a woman. Because what happens if you see that woman and she fine, she got that progression you want. Let me do the progression. That's becoming a regular thing. Might need to do a shirt like that. Say the progression. She got that face card, hair, those nice breasts. That snatched waist, nice old butt dunk. I got something to say about that butt dunk thing, right? That nice old butt dunk. You got those hips, those thick thighs, which save lives. Those calves, which you must have. Shit, those toes, she got all that shit. She got all that shit. But that'll be the one you want, but she'd look at you, she'd be like, ugh. And everybody's probably been through that, probably thought they were all that, but then the one woman they want. Even when I sold my book, Nice Guys and Players, on the back of it, I said, are you a player who can get every woman except the one you want? And that's the one that be looking at you like, ugh. And my point is, you gotta have more. You gotta have more. Because I even talked about with myself. There are women who called me handsome, gave me no parts of the pussy. And then some women who were like, yeah, alright. In fact, one of my best relationships with a woman who thought I was alright. She had to work up to call me cute. Yet she's probably one of my best relationships. And my point is this. You gotta have more. Yeah, you handsome, but you ain't gonna be handsome to every woman. You ain't gonna be handsome, no matter what you say. I don't care what you do. I don't care whatever you do. And even going beyond being handsome, you might be 6'2" or above 6'2", but some women might not like it. Because even on that show, the gift I say they keep on giving, the balloon pop show, there was still a woman who rejected a man saying he was too tall. He actually laughed. He said, damn, I ain't heard that before. You know? Or even if your body, I don't care what your body build is. You know, some dudes be talking about, yeah, you got to have only 8% body fat. But still, they'll be like, some women be like, he need to eat a cheeseburger. Oh, and speaking of which, I said I was going to say something about that butt dump, because I had to go get some blood work done, man. And it is. That's why I'm coming from someplace different, right? There was a woman in there. She had a nice round old booty. Kept staring at me. That's why I say I like butt dunks. I say, women with nice round butt dunks love my ass. You know? Regardless of race, creed, color, ethnic group, whatever. If they got a nice butt dunk, they be looking. She kept looking at me. She was in there with her daughter, though, but I was just like, oh, okay. I'll see you around somewhere. But I had to get out here and do this. But anyway, right, let me get back to my main thing. I don't give a shit who you are. There's some women going to reject you. Like, and I've said it several times talking about rejection. Rejection happens. You can't lose sleep over it. I don't care what you look like. Like, you get some of these guys up here getting operations, like, to get taller. A woman's still going to find some other reason to dislike the guy. In fact, I would challenge any guy who think he all that. Has every single woman you encountered wanted you. Every single woman. And if that's the case, if you say that, how come you ain't doing videos here? You can get money off of it. You can tell other guys what to do. Shit. If you got it like that, you should be making money. You should be rich. Because, you know, like I've said about players, I've said no player should be broke. You should be just getting through life, period. You talking every single woman? No, they gonna reject you. And it ain't because they got a problem. They just ain't feeling you. You ain't their type. Shoot, indeed, I've talked before, even when you are considered handsome, there's some women that ain't feeling you. It is what it is. It is what it is, because the thing with women you gotta understand is the looks at best get you in the door. And I'm saying at best, because every woman, they gonna like something different. Every single woman gonna like something different. Different women gonna like the amount of hair you got on you. They gonna like your facial features. They gonna like your beard, like looking just like this. You know, this woman kept looking at me. She kept looking. I was like, oh, damn. Kept looking. So I was just like, man, okay. You don't know. But then other women in there, they were just like, reading their little books and stuff. Like, whatever. Everybody ain't gonna like you. But see, here's the thing, though. You can't worry about it. All you can do as a man, and I keep hammering this home, be the best you can, and then see which women like you. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. You can't go any further than that. You cannot go any further than that. You can't really worry about it. You can't lose any sleep. Because you get some guys be getting mad. They be like, oh, this woman don't like me. First of all, you don't want to be that way anyway. You don't want to be that way anyway. Because, see, somebody can mess with your head. In fact, you get some women out there, if they feel like you too caught up, you be like, they'll fuck with your head just to fuck with it. You get some mean-ass women out there. In fact, I ain't even gonna call them women. They just straight bitches. They will tear you up. If they feel like you caught up in it. But if you act like, hey, whatever, there's gonna be one woman who think you handsome, one woman who think you attractive. It is what it is. Or you ask the women who don't think you attractive, they ain't feeling you, they don't like something about you, Just keep your ass walking. And then as a man, just focus on your tribe. Focus on which women are going to be down for you. That's it. It's very simple. Because you got 4 billion women in the world. You can get a few of them. There's always going to be somebody. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you at. I'll use that example of that woman at the place to get my blood taken, right? I ain't going there looking like I wasn't fixed up anything. I was sitting there chilling. She kept looking. And she did have nice old ass, though. She did have that nice old ass. And then, I'm doing a good read. She in my range that I like anyway. So it's like, okay. But, it is what it is. But every woman ain't gonna look at you the same way. And see, you get some guys, one of the things out there, I don't care who the man is, you get some guys get messed up because a woman rejected them. Like they might approach a woman on the street and the woman reject them. Or some woman that they trying to get with, invariably trying to get with, who got that progression. I ain't going over that again. Ain't feeling them. It is what it is. All you have to do, and pimps have said this, real players have said this, like who like you. And then, if it ain't somebody, if she got something you don't like about her, you ain't feeling it, okay, just keep walking. Because relationships supposed to be two-way streets any motherfucking way. Y'all both need to be on the same motherfucking page. And if you not, you just ain't. It is what it is. It is what it is. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing you gotta focus on. You can't worry about it. You can't worry about it. You don't get. That's the thing too. Don't get so caught up into it, because you get a whole bunch of guys so caught up into it. But that shit's gonna change anyway. Your ass gonna get older anyway. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You gonna get older. You ain't gonna be able to maintain it. Shoot. There's been plenty of dudes out there had long hair when they were younger, but they gradually lose their hair. Your body is going to change. No matter how much you hit the gym, it's still going to change up some. In fact, it's actually considered ideal. Like you get some guys out here talking like with their bodies, if they got 8% body fat. If you in your 50s and you got 20% body fat, that's actually considered like extraordinary. Your body's going to change, everything going to change. But here's the thing though, you don't worry about it. You don't worry about it. Different people, different women going to like you. Different people going to see you as appealing, not appealing, whatever. You don't worry about it. You focus on just being your best self and whatever. And if a woman reject you for whatever reason, she just reject you. As long as she's nice about it. Shit, like I said, you don't know what's going on with her. You don't know what her tastes are. You might not be what she like. If she don't, what good is she? If she don't think, if you thinking you like super handsome, you doing all this, you doing that looks maxing, and a woman still like, okay, so what? So what? That dude was going slow. You didn't know where you were going? It don't matter. All that matters is you just be your best and you see what's up. You don't lose sleep or waste time or worry about somebody who ain't feeling you. And no matter what you look like, no matter how good you think you look, if you can get 7 out of 10 women to think you're attractive, shit, that ain't bad right there. That's extraordinary if you really think about it. Because somebody ain't gonna feel you. Shit. Like I mentioned, Jeremy Meeks, there's I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. In fact, there's a well-known, I ain't gonna call the content creator's name, but a lot of women think he all that. But then I specifically remember when some women didn't think he was all that. It is what it is. You don't worry about it. As a man, you just worry about being your best, being on your mission, being what you're going to do. All right? Don't worry about it. And sure as hell don't worry about it if some other man say something. You know what I say to them. Shit. Tell them, look them dead in the eye and be like, damn, I ain't get your vagina twitching. My bad. Anyway, yeah, this was a short one, but like I said, it's a little bit shorter for me. You know, got to get some stuff done. And going to the doctor a bit more. Yeah. But anyway, that's all I got for today. But yeah, don't trip. Don't trip. I don't care. Don't. You know what? Let me just say this. I was going to end this up, but look, my point is, and you can do this whether you want to or not. Don't worry about it. Like I said, some of the women who treated me the best, they thought I was like, I mean, they were doing everything, giving me everything, had the progression, everything. But they didn't think I was all that as far as how I look. But then some women who were like, oh yeah, you handsome, you this and that, gave me no pause of it. So I learned, that one thing I learned from that is, you know what, whatever. Only time you should be worried about is if you getting paid. Now, if you getting paid as a male model or something, okay, yeah, you need to be concerned. But most motherfuckers ain't getting paid. You just fix yourself up as best as possible, and you know, fix your looks like the barber bless you. Find the look that works for you. You know, get your body in the best shape, get your style right, and then just keep it moving. And I don't give a shit what you do. I don't give a fuck how many women like that shit. There's gonna be somebody who don't. Focus on the ones who do. All right. That's all you have to do. All right. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Now I'm getting off of here. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.